All right, so here we have the next part of our Facebook ads training where you know how to use Ads Manager, you know how to use, uh, how to set up campaigns. Now, what the heck do we do instead of just driving a bunch of people that have no idea who we are to an offer that they may not care about yet? Well, that's when we do the best strategy that I recommend that big marketers are using, and it's called retargeting to custom audiences. And basically, we're going to put people through a series of content before they actually see the offer. And this is the way it works. So at the top, we have layer number 1. What that means is I'm going to spend X amount to get my ad in front of 10,000 people. And this ad, in this scenario, is going to be a video on Facebook. Cool. So what happens, everyone that watches this video, then they're put into a custom audience. Alright, so now we have taken 10,000 people that we displayed this ad in front of, and 1,000 of them chose to watch the video that was showing up in the newsfeed because of our ad spend. And now those 1,000 people are hanging out here. They don't know that we tracked them, but they are there. All right, now we take those 1,000 people and we have them right here. 1,000 people. Okay. Now we take our custom audience. We put them through more content.
Is that just clicks or like actually watch them?
So for this type of campaign, this would be a video views campaign. So let's see, if I was creating this ad, I would go into video views with the pure objective of getting people to watch this video. You just go through the same setup, the targeting, everything else. Okay? Now, what we would do with this is that everyone that watches that video, we're going to now advertise a blog post to them. So once again, we put an ad here and to a website, blog. From there, that creates a new custom audience. Whoop, that was really bad. Now this 1,000 people is now only 100 people. But the cool thing is that we know they've seen the video, and we know they've gone to the blog. How do we get these people or this audience to click on this website? Well, for creating a campaign, we would probably do traffic because that's pretty straightforward. We want to get them to the website. That's all we care about. We don't care if they opt in. We don't care if they watch a video because there's maybe no video to see. Now, the interesting thing is the ad can come in the format of a video, but if the objective is for people to click, then that's all we really care about. So the difference is we would go here where it says custom audiences, and we would choose wherever, let's say I called that custom audience from the video views the nutrition video, right? So now everyone that watched the nutrition video, those are the only people we're going to be trying to reach. So we'll just set up our campaign exactly like we would, except we're only targeting those people. Now, those people have gone and clicked on the blog. Now we're down to 100 people. What do we do these 100 people? Now, let's make them an offer. We know they like what we have. Let's give it to them. So out of those 100 people, This can be a squeeze page or a sales page. There's a lot of different things you could do here. The concept is what matters. All right, now everyone that this is cool. So this can result in an opt-in, right? So that's a lead or an opt-in. And then we would follow up. Basically, what we walk through in the standard lead generation model in another video is exactly what you see here at the bottom. The only difference is custom audience. Now the cool thing is every person that out of these 100 people that it is advertised to, let's say 20 actually opt in, but let's say we got 40 here, 40 people clicked, 20 people gave their information. Out of the 20 from here that did not get their information, we could put them into their own custom audience, and we can repeat the cycle. So we can take these people, these 20 people, and maybe we'll put them through another video, and then we'll put them through another blog post, and then we make them another offer or the same one, or we just keep advertising this offer to these people with a different message. Hey, did you forget to sign up? Hey, did you forget to buy? The point is that we can, this is like a machine that is constantly growing, and there's a lot of different ways that we can feed the machine. And we can actually leave all these running at once. So I could be spending $100 on this ad, $100 on this ad, and $100 on, ooh, forgot the ad down here, $100 on this ad, right? So I might be spending $300 a day. So these two are constantly growing, and this one, if it's producing out a return, then that would be a viable strategy. Depending on your business, this may or not make sense. But the point is that we want to familiarize people by stacking these layers before we actually present an offer in front of them. So a couple different ways you could do this. Instead of paying money, for example, layer one, you can do Facebook Lives every day, or you could put out videos on your fan page, and you can create those same custom audiences just by sharing your content. So then essentially layer one is sweat equity, and then layer two, you could do the same thing technically. But if you only want this custom audience to see the blog, or basically be fed through layer two, then you would need to be spending ads for that, because you can't organically select who sees what. Another thing you could just put layer one video views out to 10,000 cold people, layer two clicks or blog posts out to the same exact 10,000 people, and you could just get a bunch of people that see a bunch of stuff, right? But this is, if you have the budget for it, at least $500 to $2,000 a month, then you can put people through this funnel, and you'll see this turns into someone that is very familiar with who you are, what you do, why you do it, and is far more ready to buy than if we just ran this or started from here. So that explains one of my favorite strategies around integrating your social media content, running more effective and long-term campaigns on Facebook ads.